Introducing the challenger, accompanied by Lance Archer and Don Callis from Sydney, Australia, weighing 249 pounds, the Brutal Star, Kyle Fletcher.
We heard from Kyle Fletcher earlier in our broadcast, Brian. To paraphrase, he said that he wanted to do this. He needed to do this on his own. No help from Don and the family. Yet, he comes to the ring with Don Callis and Lance Archer.
I found that interesting, too. You know, we knew Don Callis was going to come do commentary for this match. But I'm really curious as to why Lance Archer is out here. If Don Callis...
I don't know, maybe Don Callis is afraid to walk alone. And that would be obviously smart on his part.
Kyle Fletcher. What an incredible 2025 he had.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing 218 pounds, he is the TNT champion, the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa.
Kyle Fletcher may have had an incredible 2025, but Tony, as far as the year 2026 is concerned, at least 42 days in, no one has had a better 2026 than Tommaso Ciampa, the first man to enter AEW and win a title on his first night.
It was an amazing win, there is no doubt, but then you look at his career and look how tremendous he has been throughout his career. It doesn't surprise you that Ciampa was able to win a title in his first time out. Don Callis has joined us, unfortunately, here at the broadcast position.
Happy to be here. It's a great night whenever the Proto-Star is in the ring, because what you're seeing is the future and the present, actually, of professional wrestling, Kyle Fletcher.
And Don, we'd be remiss if you did not mention the Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer, standing over your shoulder, even though you vowed to play no role in the outcome of this match.
He's here to protect me from the people that are behind the fence here, also known as the sickos.
This is a great Southern California crowd, Don. How dare you?
It is a great Southern California crowd. And by the way, no one believes you.
Brian, how lucky are we to witness this first time ever matchup, our first of 2 championship matches tonight on this loaded edition of AEW Dynamite.
I've been so excited for this match, Excalibur. I don't think this is a smart strategy by Kyle Fletcher. These TNT championship matches have a 20-minute time limit. And Kyle's wasting time here.
As a matter of fact, Brian, you're right. I'm shocked, Don, that he would go on the outside.
Are you shocked? I'm not surprised that you're shocked by something called combat strategy, Shivani.
Oh, it's because I never was in the combat, right, Don? You say it every week when you come
said it, not me. I don't know what to tell you.
It's getting old like you.
A side headlock taken by Tommaso Ciampa, the self-styled Psycho Killer. And Brian, you know Ciampa, he's a bit off kilter. His approach, his strategies, not mainstream, not very easily predictable.
No, but that benefits him sometimes, especially against when he's wrestling somebody for the first time like he is Kyle Fletcher tonight.
Baiting Fletcher in, and Ciampa returns. Series of quick strikes. Now the hammer throw into the ropes. Fletcher breaks the grip and tries to break the jaw of Ciampa. Ciampa, great extension on the boot. Ciampa charging in, but Fletcher is prepared. And the handprint of Fletcher tattooed on the back of Ciampa, and now Ciampa Repeated boots to the side of the head, stomping Fletcher down. And low DDT by Ciampa.
Great offense by Ciampa. Down low offense too, Brian.
Sometimes in wrestling, Brian Danielson, isn't it true? You let people kind of blow their whole arsenal in the first minute to show them that that's not enough.
Sometimes that's true. That didn't look like what was happening to me when I was watching that, Don. It looked like Kyle Fletcher was caught off guard.
What does this look like to you, what's happening right now?
Rib breaker, back breaker, and then Fletcher now lateral press to Ciampa, able to escape.
What it looks like to me, guys, is simple physics. You're talking about 6'4", 243. I'm talking about Kyle Fletcher, 26 years old, future of the wrestling business. That's what we're seeing right now. As great as Ciampa is, he's not Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher, of course, a former TNT champion. He's made it his personal mission to bring that title back to the Don Callis family. Could he be doing so here? Ciampa escapes the grip, swinging a miss by Fletcher. Ciampa proving elusive and proving accurate, taking Fletcher off his feet.
Yeah, just showing his quickness. You're right, Excalibur. Quicker than Kyle Fletcher. As Don Callis takes the headset off.
Mercifully. Oh, Ciampa! Again, the high boot into the jaw of Fletcher.
Did you see what he just did?
Yes, I did.
He's trying to bait me.
Tommaso Ciampa, voice of the people.
Not a smart move there.
No, not at all. Oh.
Fletcher tried to get his footing on the apron, stumbled off, and Ciampa!
Fletcher looked like he torqued his knee there, catching his foot on the apron.
He sure could have, Don. You're right. And hold on.
Ciampa dragging Fletcher around and into the barricade.
A lot of speed, a lot of momentum on that one.
Tommaso Ciampa. A pair of kisses to Lance Archer and a hip into the face of Kyle Fletcher.
Man, what an athlete Ciampa is.
He really is. Very impressive.
And Ciampa's been in a lot of wild brawls.
Tommaso Ciampa sends Fletcher into the opposite side.
Upside down.
Underneath the bottom rope to reset the referee's account. And now count as, oh, wait a second, nobody. Hopper Ciampa, Fletcher was home in the half and half as this TNT Championship match rages on.
Well, Ciampa hit the back of his head hard that time, and I think not only that, his shoulder, maybe his right shoulder, I'm not sure, but
it seems like Ciampa's whole strategy here has been to turn this into some kind of street fight, and it's going to backfire on him.
Did it backfire for Mark Briscoe? Don?
I don't watch Mark Briscoe's wrestling matches, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
you did not watch when Ciampa won the championship?
Hey,
can we talk about what's happening in
I was
front
actually
of us,
talking about when Mark Briscoe
please?
beat Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship.
Remember that one?
Guys, I think one of the persistent things that we talk about during Kyle Fletcher's matches is his opponent's neck. Kyle Fletcher's offense attacks the neck in such a ferocious manner. I mean, that half and half suplex on the floor. And Ciampa, here goes.
Near leg is hooked, cover made, and Ciampa, to your point, Brian, a history of neck injuries or spinal issues in Tommaso Ciampa's career.
And Kyle Fletcher's offense for people who have neck injuries, I mean, it's absolutely devastating.
You see Ciampa clutching. Can't tell. I mean, it looks like the side of his jaw, but I would imagine very high up on the neck.
And Kyle, you just saw, did a giant jumping stomp to the back of Ciampa's neck.
Targeting the cervical vertebra of Tommaso Ciampa.
Brian, maybe with your experience, with all due respect, you can tell us, other than the immediate pain of going after the neck, what other knock-on effects are there to the body in the match when that neck gets shot?
Well, I mean, there's so many. There's pain shooting down the arm. You can lose feeling going down your arm. But also, it affects your ability to tuck your chin when you're being thrown, which can lead to concussions and other head injuries. I mean, there's so many downstream effects when your neck is injured.
And Brian, that's why you're the best commentator in the business. The tucking the chin, I didn't even think of that. Fantastic, good work.
Some of us didn't tuck our chins at all during the career. As Tommaso Ciampa and Kyle Fletcher, both men jockeying for their position. But Ciampa could be looking for that psycho driller if he can get Fletcher up.
That puts a lot of pressure on his neck, but he did it.
A reversal, getting predicament. Ciampa, whoa, both men. Same idea, both men go down. Ciampa, his third match in AEW, his second potential defense of that TNT Championship, but former champion Kyle Fletcher making a beautiful accounting of himself here tonight.
Yeah, we're in Southern California. They're jammed in the Toyota Arena. Oh, no.
Kyle and I have been taking a lot of meetings with Hollywood people here in Los Angeles. Everyone wants a piece of the Protostar.
We are just days away from our debut in Sydney, Australia. Kyle Fletcher's hometown.
Oh, God.
The place that Fletcher is set on returning as a champion. He wants the hero's welcome in Sydney. Is this his opportunity? Brian, we've seen Fletcher targeting the injured neck of Tommaso Ciampa, and now perhaps once again. Oh, but Ciampa.
That's tough with that knee that just took the abuse. Look at Ciampa.
Ciampa, oh my gosh! His version of the air raid crash, the psycho driller on the steel ring steps.
Here's the problem with that move. It happened in a place that he cannot get a pin.
Take a look at how he hits the edge right here, Brian. Oh, man.
Devastating. But to your point, Don, Tommaso Ciampa is the champion in this match. He doesn't need to pin Kyle Fletcher to retain the championship. He can win by countout.
That would be a real punk move, Brian. You would never have done that.
Fletcher! Head was exposed. Ciampa! Oh, Fletcher just barely beats the count.
That's how he won the match 11 days ago on Collision with that knee, that running knee.
And that's also how he retained the championship this past Saturday on Collision. Look at that knee.
What timing, what accuracy from Tommaso Ciampa.
10 minutes gone by.
Now the double underhook. Fletcher reverses. Fletcher spins him around. Fletcher, brainbuster, no. Ciampa. Reverse DDT.
Speaking of bad necks, that's going to wring the neck.
Now lateral press. 2.
Wow, what a physical matchup we are seeing here, Brian. I mean, everything we expected, really.
Incredibly physical. But what I loved about what Ciampa did right there when he covered him was, even though there's been so much taken out of him, he still got a strong cover on Kyle Fletcher, forcing Kyle Fletcher to kick out. Also, Tommaso Ciampa, such a great striker.
Watch out. This is dangerous. Obviously, we say this a lot, but for both men.
Ciampa looking for that avalanche psycho driller.
Go. There you go. Here we go.
Stab Fletcher. Oh, Ciampa, I think. Ciampa chomping Fletcher.
There you go. Whatever it takes, right?
Oh!
Did anyone give Knox his medication? I mean, he's missing a lot of calls that are not benefiting us.
He is not. He's a great referee. He's from here in Southern California, from
That explains
Riverside.
it.
Look at this.
Backdrop.
That's it. It's over.
The ropes. Cover made. Lateral press. And Ciampa, though, fires that left shoulder up.
Great job by Kyle Fletcher to come up with something else immediately.
Fletcher. Liger bomb. 2. 3. Oh, Ciampa again. Skates late.
So close.
Brian, is the pace of Tommaso Ciampa potentially an issue? I know he came into AEW fired up, wanting to prove himself, but this is his third championship match in 11 days. High-level wrestling, no matter how you cut it.
It might be. He might have gone against too many hard opponents too quickly. I mean, I know that's what he said he wanted to do in coming to AEW. He wanted to challenge himself, but challenging yourself against Kyle Fletcher right now might not be the smartest idea.
He said he came into AEW the best shape of his life.
He looks it. He's wrestling like it.
Absolutely. He said both physically and mentally.
Champ. Oh, no. Fletcher power bomb against the apron.
He just blew his back out with that.
You may be right.
Ciampa struggling to his feet. Fletcher moving with purpose.
Oh, boy, that caught the jaw.
Here it goes. Here we go. Here we go.
And Fletcher. Brainbuster avoided at least for the moment. Half and half avoided at least for the moment. Referee Rick Knox nearly sandwiched in the corner. The kick from Fletcher connects. Brainbuster, center of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, Ciampa with that. Ciampa again beats the referee's count.
Does Knox even know what building he's in today?
That was a great call. We're going to take a look one more time. I know you're upset he got out of the brainbuster, but it was a great kick out.
The referee's hand a hair's breadth away from counting 3.
Don, Kyle did not put enough pressure on Ciampa's left shoulder. That's how he was able to kick out.
The slimmest of possible margins here in this TNT Championship match. But now Fletcher placing Ciampa on the top. He likes that turnbuckle brainbuster from this position, Brian.
That's what he's going for here too, Excalibur, I do believe. Yep.
Wow, what a reversal.
Just a
Ciampa on the knee. He trucked him. 1, 2. Fletcher's turn.
Damn it, I love it.
At this point, Kyle Fletcher's kicked out 2 of those knees.
But it knocked the tooth out there. Whoa!
Ciampa. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Fletcher.
Just rolled that left shoulder up on top.
Tony, great observation. That was less a kick out than rolling that shoulder up. Just
Great ring awareness. Great ring awareness.
Tommaso Ciampa just did the same thing that Kyle Fletcher did when he pinned Ciampa with the brainbuster. He didn't put any pressure on that left shoulder of Kyle Fletcher. And Kyle Fletcher just kicked out on instinct.
all right, 3/4 of the time limit have elapsed. Here the clock rapidly becoming an issue for the challenger, Kyle Fletcher. Tommaso Ciampa would retain in the event of a time limit draw.
Well, Fletcher cannot even get to his feet now.
Yeah, we've got less than 5 minutes left in this match, guys.
Fletcher, defiant, disrespectful. Ciampa, though, knows he cannot afford to get baited in by Kyle Fletcher, the former champion.
Looks like he got baited in, though.
Fletcher. Hoists up Ciampa. Face first.
Look out, look out, look out.
Oh, to the back of the neck.
The blindside shot from Fletcher.
The title is mine!
And Fletcher. No! Ciampa! The knee!
Ciampa's amazing.
Brain buster. Ciampa floats over. Hooks the leg too. That's again. Kyle Fletcher will not be denied.
What is it going to take?
He caught him. He caught him.
Michinoku driver. Ciampa may be out on his feet. Fletcher lines him up. Lariat. Fletcher.
Here it comes again.
Drop him. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Brainbuster. And we have a new TNT champion.
Here is your winner, and once again, TNT champion, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Amazing.
Kyle Fletcher was determined not only to bring the TNT championship back to the Don Callis family, but to return to his hometown of Sydney, Australia, and receive a hero's welcome that may be exactly what is waiting now. Two-time TNT champion, the Protostar.